Channel Kavi Academy. In this video, I want to present it to you all for accounting in that terms of accountancy. See, if anybody the fresher or if you want to should know for clear cut in the future of an accountancy means definitely you have to understand the terms of accountancy. See, if we our terms we can call for items. These items are terms you learn means the same word as an again and again the same items again and again is repeating for in a further of in our accounting. So that's the reason today I wanted to present it to you all for terms of accounting. So now come to for basic. Basic means what the initially you want to should journey of in accounting. You want to should learn for basic terms in accounting. Now come to for first term as entity. What is the meaning of entity generally? Entity means what? Something or person to identify. Once again, entity means what? Entity means the value or the person to show up to for individual. It is known as what? Entity. Now come to for in accounting language of entity. Entity means the person to identify along with the enterprises. The person identify along with the enterprises is known as entity. Once again, entity means the person to defining of along with the enterprises is known as entity. Simple example we take of Ravi. Ravi started a business ABC company. So the Ravi is a what? The person. The Ravi is a person to identifying along with what? ABC company. Who is the founder of ABC company? The ABC company founder of Ravi. So same way, the entity means the value or the person to identifying or to developing along with the enterprises is known as entity. So in the accounting, you want to should evaluate the for profit or loss means first we requiring of entity, whether it's in a company, whether it's in a person, along with we are go through for how much is will be assets and how much along with the liability we are identifying will get for the profit or loss. That's the reason we can call for entity. Simple means entity means the person to develop along with the enterprises or identifying the enterprises is known as entity. Now come to second term, the firm or organization. See, firm or organization. Firm or organization means basically you can start your business means particularly the identify business we need. How many we have the forms of business organization? We generally or specifically we have 5 forms of business organization. Sole of proprietor, joint individual family business, partnership firm, cooperative societies, joint stock company. We can describe for what is a firm or organization means firm or organization is concerning of whether is a type of the business. In the type of business I said no, maybe for sole of proprietor, maybe for a partnership, different form of business organization. Simple. Now I think understanding for form of business organization or form of organization. Now come to for proprietor or owner. See, now can I call for anybody to owner to me? Absolutely not. Then nobody will call to for owner. Why? Because I did not anything invest in my business. Where is my business and where my capital I invested? Absolutely, then nobody we can call for to me owner. Then which condition and which situation can call for to me for owner means when I taken of my pocket of money and invested for in a business means at the reason, at the situation, the everyone called to me for as a owner. Why? Because what you are investing of money, the money has to take a risk to me whether it's a profit or a loss. In the same situation as an proprietor or owner, the owner as a person, the investing of money in the business, the capability have to take risk whether it's in a profit or a loss in the business is known as owner. Now come to clear. Let's come to transaction. Simple. Transaction. What does it mean? In the accounting, in the main for transaction requirement. See, without transaction, no financial structure will be. How? See, if you want to something you want to buy, something you want to selling, different. See, money when will you money is flowing? No, that is known as transaction. Simple word. When the financial position is changing, is known as a transaction. According to for theoretical way, transaction means the event. Event means what particular conditions occurring. The event, the measurable of money. The event, the situation is measurable of the money which have to change us in a financial position. Example, you take for in your company 100 rupees have what capital something, the fund will be there. How much? 100 rupees. This is what financial. How much you have to financial statement of capacity? 100 rupees. In the 100 rupees, a requirement of example take of pen. A requirement in my organization, a requirement of pen. So I want to purchase pen rupees 5 rupees. So automatically my financial position is changing. Yes, absolutely will changing. See, 100 rupees will be decreasing or increasing? Decreasing. How much? 5 rupees. So automatically remaining how much will? 95 rupees. So 95 rupees has 100 rupees as the financial capacity to decreasing of 95. Why? Because you done event. What you done event? You purchase the pen. So automatically you changes what? Financial statement. That is called what? Transaction. Simple ma. Transaction means what? Transaction means the event to measuring. To how much is this pen? 5 rupees. The event to measuring of money in terms of next term capital. What is the meaning of capital? See, in my hand 100 rupees will have present. So okay, this 100 rupees can I call for capital? Absolutely not. We should never, we can call for general money that is converted into for capital. We should never call. When, see, example, take off capital. Capital means what? When the owner or the person is investing of money in the business, the using of worth of goods, worth of assets is known as capital. Simple means capital means we can call for money, we can call for assets, we can call for worth of any other thing in the business, that is known as capital. What simple we can call means capital means assets minus liability is equal to capital. Assets minus liability is equal to assets means what? Land, building, furniture, loose tools, equipments, whichever is a fixed of in company, that is all come under for assets. Now come to liability. Liability means what? Liability means bank overdraft, bank loan, creditors, bills, payables, all is come under for where? In the liability. So when you have to mention the accurate of capital means simple. What is the meaning of capital? Capital means the deduction of assets of deduction in the liability. The remaining of the acts of money is known as capital. Is known as capital. Now come to next term of an accounting, drawing. What is the meaning of drawings? Drawings means what? Way of sketching? Absolutely not. What is the meaning of drawings? Drawings means any other money or any something in the worth of what goods, if it the owner has taken in the business and using of personally or domestic use is known as drawing. Simple means drawings means what? The owner. Now example, take off Ravi. Ravi is the owner for which company? For ABC company. The Ravi has taken whether is an money or asset or any other thing, value of thing is taken and using of not for a business purpose, using of personally or domestic purpose. That situation we can call for drawing. Drawings the owner has using of personally, the business money has taken using of personally is known as of accounting. Next term assets. Assets means the valuable resources in the business to maintaining of the successful say we are using of assets. What are the assets you requirement of valuable? Say land requirement, building requirement, loose tool requirement, furniture requirement. So this all come under for the valuable resources in the business to running of successful sake of business. Now come to next liability. What is the meaning of liability? Liability is you can call for responsibility. You have to fill the responsibility. See, when you want to start the business, you have to take on some money or fund from the outside of the organization, you have to fill again that money to for the outsiders, right? So liabilities means what? The purely outsiders have to responsibility to giving back them is known as what? Yes. Next, debtors. Debtors means simple. The person have to benefited from the business. The person has to benefited from the business is known as debtors. Now come to creditors. Creditors means what? Creditors means business the running sake of we are receiving of money from the outsiders is known as creditors. Goods means is a commodity we cannot again resell. The thing is known as goods. Example, pen, erasers, like stationary things. All the stationary things we can we cannot again we cannot resell, right? But all things is known as goods. Now come to purchases. Purchases means in the organization, in the company, the sake of purchasing, the reason again resale. The resale sake we are purchasing of the goods is known as purchases. See something I'm telling. I want to manufacturing for take off pen. I want to manufacturing for my product is a pen. So it's this is what the final output of product. But I want to purchase what? Like plastic, ink, the white pen, all I should purchase. Means why should I purchase? The again I want to should sell resale. Means what? Again I want to should this all goods or the goods is converting into one finished good. The good again I'll selling, that is known as purchases. Simple. Purchases means what? The sake the purchasing of goods the sake of reselling is known as purchases. Now come to sales. Simple. Sales means in the organization of goods. In the organization of goods, as selling is known as sales. In the organization of goods, as selling is known as sales. I have 1,000 pens where in an organization. You will keeping again that in organization with that 1,000 pens. Absolutely not. What you will do? You will sell for outsider. The same face value selling? No. Again you will increasing. For example, this cost of pen should be for me 7 rupees. 7 rupees selling for an outside you? Absolutely not. Again you will be increasing of face value should be 3. Means is equal to 10. This per head of 10 per head of 10 how much? Per head of pen how much? 10 rupees. Clear? Now come to this what? Sales. Now come to inventory or stock. Inventory or stock means simple. The manufacturing or the consumable of the goods, the remaining of goods we are storing in the particular is known as inventory or stock. Simple. Inventory or stock means what? While the using of the commodities, while using of the goods, the remaining goods, when you will be in work in progress, the remaining goods of your storaging is known as we can call for inventory or stock. Yes. Next come to revenue. Revenue means what? In organization, what generating of regularly. The generating of regularly the base of money is known as revenue. Revenue means what? You are receiving of the money again and again. In the organization, the generating of the fund or money to the regularly is known as what? Revenue. Now come to income. We can call in most probably all they use for revenue and income, they both are the same. But yes, absolutely the meaning should be the same, but we can speak for strictly means the revenue meaning is different, income meaning is different. Income means what? Income means the overall your revenue. Overall your revenue and overall your expenses. The deduction of money is known as income. Revenue means what? As a receiving of regularly, the base of income or money. But income means what? The total of the revenue, a total of the receipts and total of the payment. For example, you received 500. Okay, 500 you received. Again you come to for your expenses, your payment should be 300. So say remaining how much? 200. 200 is what? Income. So in the means revenue, the both are similar, same meaning. Here also we are using we are here revenue means we are receiving of money for regularly. Income we are not receiving regularly, but even though when the total of the revenue minus your expenses means simple as generating of to the revenue sake we are using of money is known as expenses. When you see when you want revenue, first you want to something purchasing, again something you want to do for expense means when your cash flow should going out means your revenue should be generating same, right? So expenses means simple, the generating of revenue sake we are using of money or fund is known as expenses. Now come to gain. Gain means what? It's not receiving or is not occurring of regular base of in the organization. It's what it means the gain means we are not receiving of regularly. Some of the situation we are occurring of the gain or occurring of what the benefit. Example you take off in your in organization 100 pens is there. Okay, in your pens full demand in the market when you're because in other competitor they don't have the proper stock of the pens, but in your company have the stock 100 pens of stock will be there. So okay, automatically the competitor they don't have the stock, but in your company will have present the stock. You will be your price should be say, will be rising or reducing. Automatically you will increasing of your price what your price. Why? Because when your demand should be the more, supplying should be the less economics I'm saying. No, this is not economic class, okay, but I'm saying that when your demand should be more but supply should compared to for supply what supplying, automatically the product value should be increasing, right? So automatically in your market will demand will be there, but they don't have proper stock. Automatically you have to increasing of your face value. 10 rupees is there this pen, automatically increasing of how much? 15 rupees. Means that actually your profit margin should be 10 rupees. The incurring incurred of all the manufacturing expenses along with the profit margin for 10 rupees. Again you increase how much? The face value should be 5 rupees. This 5 rupees what? Gain. Means the gain is not generating for regular in the base of company, but some of the situation you're receiving of the income or receiving of through the revenue we can call for gain. Now come to profit. Simple. Profit means in the organization, the total of the revenue, and total of the expenses or payments, the total of the revenue and total of the payments. The deduction is known as a profit. Example, the total of the revenue, total of the receipts or revenue, how much? 1000 rupees. Okay. Your expenses should be, payment should be 500. Remaining 500 should be what? Profit. When expenses over a income, is known as profit. Now come to expenditure. Expenditure is not similar for the expenses. Expenses means what? For revenue sake we are generating of using of money is known as what? Expenses. But expenditure means what? Expenditure means in the business should manufacturing sake to occurring of the expenses is known as expenditure. Example, you want to manufacture pen. Pen means what? You all requirement of goods. So that all goods means what they will they anybody giving free of cost? Absolutely not. You have to spend the money. It means one product the what structure sake you are in what using of the money for the outside, that is a thing is when we can call for expenditure. Now come to loss. Simple. Loss means what? Loss means income over a expenditure, vice versa. They see your income should be 500, your expenses should be 1000. So income you received how much? 500. Your expenses should be how much? 1000. So 500 minus 1000 minus 500. That is what? Loss. See, loss means what? Simple. Income over a or more than expenses is known. What is the meaning of watcher? Not for watch. Watcher. What is the meaning of watcher? Watcher means is a documentary or a evidence or a proof to recording of book of account is known as a watcher. Example, you take of general example, you're going to for supermarket, general supermarket you're going. When you went for general supermarket, you have to buy all the need of your commodities. Again, when you paying off the money, they'll give one bill. Why they will be providing of that bill means there is a proof. Why? this is a cost, the base of cost to purchase all the commodities. Yes or no? In the same in organization also, whatever you are buying and selling, you are receiving of one receipt. Generally I'm saying, when you're receiving of one receipt, that receipt when we can call for documentary or evidence or a proof. For what sake? Should writing or recording of in a book of account in the organization. So this is called what, my dear watchers? I think you're understanding for the basic terms in accounting. This you have to learn means absolutely this words again and again repeating in accounting journey. Entity, forms of organization, proprietor or owner, transaction, capital, drawing, assets, liability, debtor, creditor, goods, purchase, sales, inventory, stock, revenue, income, expenses, gain, profit, expenditure, loss, discount, voucher. This 23rd you learned, automatically you will get for at least the helpful for the upcoming of your problems, upcoming of your accounting of what subjects. So you have to enter to for an accounting means, please you have to learn, you have to understand for the 23 terms or items of accounting. This you learn definitely helpful for lot in your accounting journey. If I think understanding for everyone what I explained until now. If you really this video, this section you really liked, and you are what my content as valid, please like, comment, subscribe, and share, and what it and bell icon. Okay, thank you everyone.